Hello, I'm Seena. Welcome to the Bud Light Lime Lounge, if you couldn't tell from all of the green that's around me. And today we're catching up with artist Christina Perri, who's at the Wiltern.
Collecting your jar of hearts, tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold from the eye.
So we are at the Wiltern, actually in the dressing room of Miss Christina Perri, right here.
Hello. What up?
So, I mean, we were just already talking about how it feels like forever ago, but it really wasn't that long ago when you came in for Carson Daly's show, for our morning show.
Yeah.
But that was right after your song was featured on So You Think You Can Dance. So
yeah.
So much has changed for you since then.
Yes. I guess it was less than a year ago. I think it was only like 10 and a half months ago or something.
So it really wasn't that long
No,
ago.
definitely not. But to me, it was like light years ago.
Your whole world has like changed since then.
Yeah, my whole life changed at 8 p.m. on June 30th when it aired on the show. And then like the 2 weeks after that were the biggest whirlwind for me. I don't remember sleeping much. I think I flew back to New York a couple times and met you apparently, and then signed a record deal on the 22nd of July. So 21 days later after the show.
So it happened so fast. It really was like overnight for you.
Yeah.
And now you're opening up for James Blunt on tour.
I know. This is show number 11
How's
on
it
our
been
tour.
so far for you?
It's unbelievable. It's funny. I was blogging about it last night. It's like my year of firsts, you know. But like this tour, especially, it's my first official tour, my first tour bus, my first catering, my first like rad shows, my first awful shows. Like it's just this amazing learning experience. And then to have James Blunt be the raddest dude, you know, because you don't know what to expect. Especially like he's a massive superstar everywhere in the world. And like the day I met him, like the first day of the tour, he's like, "Do you have a tech? Do you need my help? Like, can I help you?" I'm like,
"Oh, that's always nice." Yeah,
it was so sweet. And then his band we're all madly in love with. Like, it's just been a love fest the whole tour.
Really good. And not only James Blunt, but I saw you open up for Jason Mraz, which was your first big show
ever
as well. So it feels nice to feel like I shared that with you.
Rad. Yeah, that was a magical experience. I don't remember much of it. I kind of like whited out. I remember like I was on the side of the stage. Apparently he introduced me and like had this amazing little like.
He had only great things to say about you. So I think everybody was really pumped at the Santa Barbara Bowl.
It was rad. I was on the side of the stage just going, "Please don't barf, please don't barf, please don't barf." So I kind of missed the intro, but
I think people would remember that for sure too.
Yeah.
So since then, you did mention to me as well, because I saw you at the Grammy Roundtables. Which this is the third time that I'm meeting you.
I call that the circus day. That whole day felt like the circus.
Yeah. So I mean, you did mention your album and you were putting work on it, and I'm so excited that it's actually going to come out May 10th.
Oh my God, it's 6 days away.
6 days away. So how does it feel to go from, you know, your song was featured on a show, and then you just said how like, what was it, 21 days later you were signed, and now you're touring, and then your album's coming out.
It's unbelievable. I mean, what's so cool too is realizing that the piece of art that I made, like, didn't even come out yet. Like, I can't even believe the past 10 months. Like, I've been traveling around as The Thing when really The Thing is coming out on May 10th, you know? And so I'm so stoked to have this kind of almost like a release. Like, it's been built up. Like, these songs I wrote over the past 10 years. I wrote all the songs on the album. And they're these things I just want to get through. I want to put out into the world. And I mean, I even opened up all the stitches in my heart to make this album, to sing. I would go in the vocal booth, and we did it in 33 days. So I would have to sing sometimes like 2 songs in one day. And I would have to like go back to that, you know, 2006, 2007, whatever, those feelings and stuff. And so when I was done making the album, like I'm still not fully stitched up. Like until this album comes out on May 10th, like I feel like I'm still like invulnerable. Like I need to eat a lot of chocolate milkshakes land. And then on, you know, next Tuesday, like it's finally going to stitch, I think, that last stitch for me. And I put this thing out.
You know, and that's I think like how you said it right now is the best way to describe the album. I mean, not like I'm just kissing your ass right now because I'm interviewing you, but I really wanted to do this interview because I've become such a huge fan of your music. And I think maybe it's because I had a little bit of like love issues
hey, dude,
recently,
we all do.
But
that's just real life.
But the relatability of your music definitely is. And I mean, no pun intended, but it was a labor of love, and so it's called Lovestrong. Can you explain kind of where Lovestrong came from? And I know, being the observant interviewer, that it was in one of your songs, in Bang Bang Bang. So,
right. Well, it's funny, the lyric is, "All my life, you know, I haven't been very love strong." And I thought it would kind of be interesting to swap that in a way. And have Lovestrong be one word, like as something I wish for myself and for the people who buy my music. Like I aspire to be Lovestrong. But that came out of actually making the album. And I remember the label's like, what are you going to call it? What are you going to call it? We need, you know, all this deadlines, and, you know, and I'm like, chill. I'm like, when the title appears, it will appear, you know, I don't rush that stuff. And so for me, I made the album. I needed to pick all the songs. Like I needed to look at them objectively and be like, okay, let's see how they thread together. What's the common theme here? Like I didn't just put together a bunch of songs. I put together a story of my life, basically. And so after I had put the song list together and started working on all the songs and started to see them come to life, I sat back and I was like, okay, all the songs are about love. That's what inspires me the most. That's what I write about. But they're all about strength too. Like Love or Jar of Hearts is like the most, you know, like badass, like you're okay, you can get through this, you don't get to get
it's
me
like
back.
a new I Will Survive kind of.
Yeah, in a way, you know, it's like a breakup song or something where you come out feeling stronger. So that's kind of what started it, obviously. And then I would get all these like massive amounts of letters and emails that I have set up from people telling me how they feel stronger. So this was all kind of floating around in my head the whole time. And then when I looked at the songs and I was like, okay, the common themes here are love and strength. And I was like, duh, that was the easiest titling ever. Like it titled itself.
So do you think you are Lovestrong now, or is that still something you're working on?
It's something I hope to be. I'm not sure if I'll ever be like the strongest at love. I think being Lovestrong, in my eyes, the way I look at it is always just getting up and loving again. So I don't think you ever graduate to just being Lovestrong. I think it's a verb. I think you just live that way and then, you know, aspire to be that for all your relationships or something. I don't think it's, you know, an end goal. I think it's a process thing.
Now, you mentioned Jar of Hearts. We talked about Bang Bang Bang, which is not what you might think it's about. It's totally different because, I mean, the title can be misleading. But
it's about revenge.
It is about revenge, like Bang Bang. But Tragedy is one of my favorites, too.
Oh,
I think that was my favorite song that you performed.
Oh, cool.
And then you have your latest single out, which is Arms.
Yeah.
And Carson was actually the one to point out to me that it did hit the Billboard Hot 100. So congratulations on that.
Oh, dude, thank you. Oh, that's so rad.
Yeah, he did mention to say hi to you.
Oh, we'll tell him I said hey.
I will pass on the message.
I want to see him again. I got to come visit.
Yeah, you definitely have to come through next time.
Cool.
But so, you know, it's a more upbeat song, definitely. So, I mean, you have, you know, songs about, you know, being heartbroken, but you also have something also more upbeat too.
Yeah.
So it's not just about being sad over love. So,
right. I'm fortunate enough to, I mean, I've fallen in and out of love. So there are the songs about being in love and falling. So songs like Arms and Penguin. And there's a couple on there that, that at least prove that I, in fact, have been successful, even if just for a moment, to write about the gushy stuff too.
Well, that's very cool. Well, I will be personally looking forward to your album. It will be in my CD player, and I will have it on rotation quite a bit while I'm driving.
Thanks.
Is there anything else? Are you super excited for your show at the Wiltern tonight?
I'm very excited to be playing LA. I mean, all my friends are here. But I'm just most excited about meeting everybody this year. Like, I'm going to tour through all the way to Christmas. So I just want to meet all the people that write to me, that buy my music. Like I hang out after every show at the merch booth and meet everybody until Blunt comes on. And
is that what you call him, Blunt? You guys are
Blunty, yeah. And you know, because that's just polite to do. And I head back, and that's been my routine. And I just want to meet everybody. I'm honored to do this for a living and to get to do this. So I just want to meet everybody who buys the songs.
Do you check all your fan mail yourself?
I do. It's really me on Facebook. It's really me on Twitter, and I have an email address set up called lovechristina@christinaperri.com where people can just write me emails. And I mean, I'm a little behind. I can't lie. Like at one point, I think
you're a little busy.
I'm a couple hundred behind, but I swear I get through them and I get to you and I write you back.
Very cool. Make sure to email her. Lovestrong is going to be out May 10th, so make sure to get that. Thank you, Miss Christina Perri.
Bye.
Good luck at your show.
Thank you.